Welcome to Tales of Honor, a podcast with a mission to tell the true stories of every recipient of our nation's highest military award, the Medal of Honor. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Tales of Honor podcast. This is episode number 458. We're trucking right along. We're almost done with the month of October. We are done with recipients that from World War II that end in A and B. We're moving on to last names that start with C now. It's a long journey, but I'm here to the end. So before we get into today's birthdays, I want to give out a special thank you to this month's sponsor. You know him, Jeff over at Motor City Munitions. Head on over to motorcitymunitions.com, and when you're over there, you'll see a wide selection of firearms, optics, suppressors, archery supplies, pretty much everything you need for target practice, hunting season, and personal protection. I am still enjoying the Sig Sauer P365X that I got from Motor City Munitions, even though I need a range day ASAP. I need to do that. We all know that feeling. It's a good feeling. But I need to do that. I'm still enjoying it, and you can get yours or something like it over at motorcitymunitions.com. Use promo code Tales of Honor for 5% off your online order today. And you too can get all your firearm-related needs with service so fast it can only come from the Motor City. Moving right along into birthdays. I have two to go over today. One was yesterday, October 26, 1944. This birthday belongs to Gary Luttrell. Gary is a former U.S. Army Command Sergeant Major that earned the Medal of Honor for his actions during the Vietnam War. So a very happy 77th birthday yesterday to Gary Luttrell. The final birthday for the month of October is tomorrow, October 28th, 1945. It belongs to Alan Lynch. Alan will be turning 76 years old tomorrow, and he is a former U.S. Army sergeant that earned his Medal of Honor for his actions during the Vietnam War as well. So a very happy birthday tomorrow to Alan Lynch. And that is all I have for today. So let's get right on into today's Tale of Honor. On the 5th of November, 1915, George was born in Webster Groves, Missouri, but he grew up in Detroit, Michigan, where he graduated from Southeastern High School in 1933. Before going to the University of Michigan, George attended the Culver Military Academy in Indiana, and while at the University of Michigan, he enrolled in their Reserve Officers Training Corps. Before graduating with a degree in mechanical engineering, he received a commission to second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Reserve, which he resigned after graduating in order to join the U.S. Marine Corps, also as a second lieutenant, on the 25th of June, 1938. George attended the basic school 1 month later, and his first assignment was on board the USS Boise, followed by the Marine Barracks at Quantico, Virginia, and then attended the Base Defense Weapons course. He was promoted to first lieutenant when he arrived at Pearl Harbor with the 6th Defense Battalion and had reported to Sand Island, part of the Midway Islands, about 1,000 miles northwest of Pearl Harbor, on the 7th of September, 1941. It was his actions 3 months later during the Japanese attacks that brought the U.S. into World War II that would later earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "For distinguished conduct in the line of his profession, extraordinary courage, and disregard for his own condition during the bombardment of Sand Island, Midway Islands, by Japanese forces on 7 December 1941. First Lieutenant Cannon, Battery Commander of Battery H, 6th Defense Battalion, Fleet Marine Force, U.S. Marine Corps, was at his command post when he was mortally wounded by enemy shell fire. He refused to be evacuated from his post until after his men who had been wounded by the same shell were evacuated and directed the reorganization of his command post until forcibly removed. As a result of his utter disregard of his own condition, he died from loss of blood." On the 7th of December, 16 Medals of Honor were awarded, and George was the first Marine of the war to receive the honor and the only Marine on the 7th. Initially, George was buried on Midway, but was later moved to the Halawa Naval Cemetery, which was one of the first cemeteries in Hawaii, specifically for those killed in the attacks and World War II. Once the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, also known as the Punch Bowl, was established and began accepting interments, January 4, 1949, George Ham Cannon was moved there, where he rests today, Plot C, 1644. There is also a cenotaph in the Glen Cove Cemetery in Knightstown, Indiana, with his parents, Section 9. His Medal of Honor resides in the Culver Military Academy, and a destroyer escort, the USS Cannon, DE-99, was named in his honor in May of 1943. And that was a tale of honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor, and if you enjoyed the show, please be sure to subscribe and tell your friends and family. Tales of Honor is written and produced by Christoph Ambrosch, and theme music is Loyalty and Duty by Floruz Music. If you have any questions, you can send an email to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com, and please be sure to visit talesofhonorpodcast.com for more episodes and information.